Right now, a planet called PSO J318.5-22 is still drifting through total darkness, 80 light-years from Earth, with no star, no sun, no source of light of its own, and astronomers at the University of Hawaii have no way to track exactly where it's headed next. It doesn't orbit anything. It doesn't answer to anything. And what's happening inside it right now is something nobody can fully explain. But here's what nobody is telling you. This planet is glowing. And it shouldn't be. Discovered in 2013 by the Pan-STARRS survey, PSO J318.5-22 is roughly 6 times the mass of Jupiter. It formed about 12 million years ago, a cosmic infant, barely out of the cradle. Most planets are born locked to a star, pulled into orbit by gravity, bathed in light from the moment they exist. Not this one. Somewhere in its youth, something tore it loose. Maybe a violent gravitational slingshot. Maybe a collision astronomers will never witness. Whatever happened, it was cast out, alone, unbound, sailing through the black with nothing to hold it and nothing to warm it. Just leftover heat from its own formation, radiating out into a void that swallows it whole. And that's where the first anomaly begins. This planet glows a deep, dull magenta, hot enough to register at over 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. Its atmosphere churns with storms of molten iron rain and superheated silicate clouds, the kind of weather that would vaporize anything we know. That part scientists expected. Rogue planets cool slowly. They glow for a while before fading into permanent darkness. But in 2016, researchers watched its brightness swing by 5 times its normal output in just 5 hours. No star, no external light source. No obvious reason for a world that's supposed to be quietly cooling to flicker like something alive. Here's why that breaks the model. A planet radiating leftover heat should fade in a smooth, predictable curve, dimmer and dimmer, century after century, like a dying ember settling into ash. It should not pulse. It should not swing 5-fold in an afternoon. Cloud patchiness was the first explanation offered, patches of thick, dark cloud rotating in and out of view. But the swings were too fast, too extreme, too violent for clouds alone to explain. Something inside this planet is behaving in a way that has no clean answer. And the deeper astronomers looked, the less this felt like a simple cooling rock adrift in the dark. Because here's the part they're still afraid to say out loud. That flicker might not be weather at all. It might be something closer to what happens inside a star. PSO J318.5-22 sits in a strange gray zone, too small to ignite nuclear fusion, but massive enough to blur the line between planet and failed star. Objects like this can generate their own turbulent internal convection, churning heat up from their core in violent, uneven bursts. The same mechanism that powers flares on the smallest, coldest stars in the galaxy. If that's what's happening here, this isn't a planet quietly fading into black. It's a body still actively producing energy, still alive in some sense, 12 million years after it was born and cast into permanent night. And without a star to measure it against, no reference point, no fixed background to track its motion precisely, nobody can say with certainty where this object came from or where its drift is ultimately taking it. It is, by definition, untraceable. A hot, flickering unknown, moving through the dark on a path nobody is fully mapping. And that's the part that should unsettle you. Astronomers now estimate there could be billions of rogue planets like this one drifting through our galaxy, outnumbering the stars themselves. Most give off no light at all. The only reason we found this one is that it happens to still be glowing, a brief, cooling window before it goes permanently dark and permanently invisible. That means for every PSO J318.5-22 we've spotted, there could be countless others already out there, cold and lightless, completely undetectable by any telescope we currently point at the sky, silent, driftless wanderers that could pass closer to our solar system than any comet ever has, and we would never see them coming until it was far too late to matter. So what exactly is producing that flicker inside a planet that isn't supposed to have any internal fire left? Is PSO J318.5-22 quietly dying, the way physics says it should? Or is it something closer to a star that never got to become one, still burning in a way we don't have a name for yet? Nobody at NASA or Hawaii will give you a straight answer. Tell us in the comments what you think is really glowing in the dark.